MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. It's going to be the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Sandy Alcantara is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Ahmed Rosario.
Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Pereira is right there, 1 down. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, no doubt. One guy that's been struggling a bit is Todd Frazier. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him, and I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. A ball and no strikes. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 261 the average coming into action here. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. McNeil at second. Alonso at first. 1 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pereira falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jacob deGrom starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96. Great slider and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
25.
In now, Kim, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. DeGrom has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So here's Matt Kemp now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Hard on the ground toward short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. So coming to the plate, Juan Lagares, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
Number 12, Juan Lagares.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Pereira, a former Cincinnati Red, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Dilson Herrera goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Herrera shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here's Neil Walker as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Neil Walker.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I'm locking in on Ahmed Rosario today, fielding the shortstop position for his team. This is a guy that's still a work in progress, a young ball player on both the offensive and defensive side, but he can wow you. This guy can go in the hole, and he's got a plus arm from shortstop.
Just missing here, 2-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. So stepping in, Brian Anderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anderson.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Bouncer to the left side. Frazier charging in on it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Jacob deGrom. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, Jacob.
Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Jeff McNeil is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Anderson. He's got it 1 away.
The batter.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and a strike to count. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And Kemp's throw comes in too late. He's in there at third.
Now batter.
At the plate, Peter Alonso. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1. Back up the middle. Riddle has it. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, the third
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Herrera is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third. And this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored. And a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box, Sandy Alcantara. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Riddle on at first, nobody out. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The center fielder, number 5, Rosell Herrera.
Coming to the plate now, Rosell Herrera. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Alonso takes it in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, number 13.
Digging in, Starlin Castro. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point. Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. And oh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. So a full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Now batting, number 25.
Settling in now, Kim 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kim is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. High in the air into shallow left center. McNeil moving forward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight as we begin the top of the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. This is lifted out to left. On the move is Kemp. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, number 16.
Ready for another chance? Dilson Herrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
2-0 now. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Tomas Nido is on deck. He loses him on ball 4. Next up for New York, Tomas Nido. He flew out in his last at bat. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll see Matt Kemp start things out when we return. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Mets out in. Now at the plate, Matt Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. At third, here's Frazier. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, number 63 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the. So digging in now, Jacob DeGrom. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fast...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. McNeil leads off first with 1 away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So striding in, Brian Anderson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And it's solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
He drew a base on balls his first time up. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Garrett Cooper will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Garrett Cooper.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. 258 the average to begin play. 4 home runs and 7 driven in. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Digging in once again, Rosell Herrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Splitter swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Still down 3-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a real team effort to focus on a line drive approach, and that is certainly evident in this game. Our stat guys tell me they've hit 9 total line drives. And even though not all of them have resulted in base hits, those are the swings the team believes leads to a lot of success at the plate.
Thank you, Heidi. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael.
A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right, but that'll be off the right field wall. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
The short hit hard. Riddle has it cleanly, and there's 1 down now. Next for the Mets, Juan Lagares. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Into the box now, Dilson Herrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kim is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mets leave one, but they're on top by. Ready once again, Starlin Castro. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Lagares. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kim. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Two and one.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Swing and a line drive. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
In now, Matt Kemp. And this one's in the dirt. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Swing and a liner. Foul. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Now Kemp swings and sends a high fly ball with good carry out to deep left field. And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot for Matt Kemp. His first home run of the season. And with it, the Marlins have cut it to 3-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in now, Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter,
standing in, number 63. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Herrera is there. And that retires the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins 2. Into the box now, Tomas Nido. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The catcher, number 3, Tomas Nido.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Mets.
Stepping into the box, Jacob deGrom. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Swing and a liner. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they still lead it 3-2. Now batting, Brian Anderson. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball, 1-0. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the first out. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And he struck him out. John Birdie will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 55, John Birdie.
Low with the splitter, ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Tayron Guerrero been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now the pitch.
Number 56, Tayron.
Starts him out with the slider for a strike. Line drive to left. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now batting.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And he takes ball 1. Rosario stands at second with no outs. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. A play at the plate, and the recovery will be in time to get him breaking from third. And a base running gaff that time, as that's the first out of the inning. Wow. And that's over. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera has it in his tracks, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Rosell Herrera will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Herrera.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Lewis Brinson will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Brinson.
And he lays off there 1-0. And he falls behind now 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Will not be in time, so good hustle there is now the possible tying run as aboard to lead things off here.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in standing. Into the box, Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back easily. Ready with the 1-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Line towards center field. Lagares patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The batter, number 25.
Now at the plate, Kim, he's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Jose Osuna will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 36, Jose.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Brinson, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
2 balls and a strike to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Heading out toward shallow right. Conforto moves over. 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So striding forward now, Neil Walker. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here. Lewis Brinson will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Jose Osuna will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base.
Lewis Brinson.
A.J. Ramos enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Number 36.
Osuna is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Juan Lagares. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Number 16.
So coming to the plate, Dilson Herrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. The next 1-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
In there, a base hit. Wilson Ramos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for New York. Number 4.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit hard, but foul. The set and the 1-2. Another one sent foul. From the stretch, the 1-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
He's set, the 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. Skied into very shallow right. Osuna is there. And that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 3-2. Edwin Diaz enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 39.
At the plate, number 63. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Behind 0-2 now. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Anderson stands at first with 1 out. And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Full count. 3-2.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Chad Wallach will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 17. Chad Wallach.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A 1-run this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish.
The final line
the New York Mets led this game.